Good afternoon, everyone. You know, I had some notes here, and as each speaker spoke, I kept crossing out notes, so I got to change everything I have to say now. So, they said a lot, and that's good, because I probably need to save most of my comments for your questions that you may have for me. You've heard from three leaders in our community. You've heard from a business owner, you've heard from a professional doctor, you heard from a law enforcement officer, and one thing you've heard all of them say is that we need to change the way we do business because of this struggle. And that's what's happening. We have to change. We have to change by educating ourselves first about this opioid addiction. I look at it, I may be dating myself, but I remember the war on drugs in the 80s. And there was a big push in America. It was a crack epidemic then. There was an influx of crack cocaine into this community. It was a big war on drugs. Well, I look at this as a war on opioid. And when we have a war, I look at it like this: we need to come together as a community. It doesn't matter your political affiliations and everything else. We come together because we got a common cause. We need to fight something. We have something that's bothering and affecting our community. As you've heard, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you're doing, your profession, whether you're poor, rich, whatever it may be, opioids can affect you and you become addicted. And the one thing we have to do is educate our community, and that's why it's important. That's why I came here today. And I think it's a statement for a number of people that are in this room right now. I think people don't, we hear about the opioid addiction, but people aren't really quite taking it as seriously as they should. I'm quite sure a lot of people that are here, when I came through here, I walked through a maze of people to get here. And I kind of envisioned if there would be more people here, but it doesn't bother me that there are not more people here, because the people that are here I know really want to be here, and they need to be, you know, there need to be more, but this kind of lets us know that we need to spread the word. We have to educate our community. And it means coming together. What I mean by coming together, it's not just us as leaders that are coming together, but our entire community. There's a role for everyone to do in this particular process. And just like it's affecting law enforcement in our community and our medical profession, it's also affecting the court system. More people are going to jail because of opioids. More people are going to jail because of opioid addiction. Well, they're coming into the criminal justice system. And you know, normally what you would say you would do in a case like this is that you would say, okay, well, they need treatment. So you send them to treatment. You send the individual to treatment. But the problem is that opioids is a serious addiction. And that addiction is not something that you can just send someone to and say, okay, my hands are clean and we're done with it. And the criminal justice system is realizing we have to change the way we do business. Now, one of the things, thanks to Judge Lawton, the chief judge that just retired recently out there that you know, he's known me he was my boss for 30 years ago. And we've always had a drug court in Orange County. And drug court's a common thing, you know, Judge Rexina, and she's a great judge in Seminole County that does drug court there. And we also have a veterans treatment court program, we have a mental health court program, and we also have a juvenile drug court and dependency drug court program. But we usually would have one judge handling each one of those cases. But what we do in Orange County is, with the insight and wisdom of Judge Lawton, he decided to make me the problem-solving court judge, and I handle all of those courts at one time. And the reason he wanted to do that is because we wanted someone that understood the problem that we needed to have to change our community, to change the way we do business here in this community. Well, one thing that I first learned this is my 4th year of doing this. The first thing I learned is that we usually had our people that had opioid addictions in our regular drug court program. And we kept seeing we lost people. When I mean lost people, we had people that died from overdoses and all those opioid overdoses. And we started seeing that they really struggled in that program. So what we decided to do is say, well, you know what, we need to have a separate docket for just opioid addiction. And we call it our opioid court. We have 125 people in that particular program at this time. Now, we have to take a lot of attention and time with these individuals, because what happens is that you may go to treatment and you may not be successful in treatment the first time. And sometimes in the criminal justice system, when you get that one chance, and judges think like this. I've been a judge for 27 years, so I know how they actually think. I listen to them talk on the elevator, and they'll tell you that, you know, hey, I gave that person a chance. I'm not giving another chance. Well, this is not one of those drugs you can do that with. Like you said, this is an illness. Well, you heard a law enforcement officer and a doctor tell you this is a serious illness, and you have to address this. I look at it like this: if someone has cancer and the first treatment doesn't work, we don't stop with the first treatment. We keep doing treatment until that person's not here or successfully complete that program, and it's cancer-free. So that's the way I look at this opioid addiction, and that's the way I approach it as a judge. And I have a team of people that work with me, and I'll go into the details about how we work as a team. So it's not just me. I have law enforcement there, I have a probation officer there, I have the case manager, I have a treatment person, and we meet every 2 weeks and we discuss this individual's progress through the program. Sometimes they're not doing well. Well, they come to court and I talk to them. I encourage them when they're not doing well. I found that sometimes when people are struggling, they just need someone to let them know that we're here for you. We're trying, because sometimes, family members are kind of giving up. They're frustrated along the way, and they don't have that support. And maybe they're like my kids are. Well, I call them kids. They're grown, but they sometimes don't listen to me. But they listen to what everybody else says. But it's the same thing that I told them. But if somebody else gets the credit for it, that's so good. So sometimes that's me. So you have to encourage them. And then there are other times when people are doing well in our program, and we encourage them by doing that. And there are a lot of different methods, and we can talk about that we do in our opioid court program. But the key is that we've had to change the way we do business. And we've changed, and I think it's changed for good, because it gives us a chance to really look at the situation and the individual and give the kind of care that they need so that they can be successful. So I'll just say my comments up last week.